All right, there you go. I think we are live. What's going on, everybody? I have another awesome person I'm going to be interviewing today, and this is the first time we're actually chatting, uh, which is cool. Um, and let me know if I'm screwing up your name, but is it Babiba? Babiba.
Yes,
Yes?
yes,
Woo.
you're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep yesterday because I was like, am I going to say her name wrong?
Exactly. I know it's unique, and everyone asks me like how to pronounce your name.
Yeah, it's the first time I hear a name like that. Was it given to you by, by your dad or by your mom or by a relative? Do you remember?
Yeah, they took a suggestion from an imam, so he gave a lot of names. Out of that, he my parents chose this.
Basically, they went in a hat. Boom, from the imam's hat. Do you know what it means?
No, I don't know. I feel like the imam wrote Habiba, but my parents maybe misunderstood.
Oh my God. So you'd be telling your parents, so you're telling me you gave me an accidental? No. Hey, listen,
Yes.
I guess there's no accidents. You're meant to be unique in your name. So,
Yeah.
well, before we get started, I always love to do a little icebreaker before we start. And so I give people a choice of two things, and they get to choose one. It's always fun. Um, so, for example, if I say cat or dog, what would you choose?
Cat always.
Cat. All right, cat. Book or TV?
Book.
You better say book. um, Netflix or any online streaming or movie theaters?
Netflix.
Oh, wow. You know, a lot of people say movie theaters, but you said Netflix. Why Netflix?
Yeah, I'm not somebody who goes to movie theaters a lot. Like it's
Oh,
very rare in very rare occasions.
so even before COVID.
Yeah, even before COVID. I can like count how many times I went to a movie theater.
Oh, okay. All right. You like it from home. That's fine. Tea or coffee?
I had cold coffee just an hour ago, and now I'm having tea. So both.
What do you drink more though? Do you drink more tea or more
Tea,
coffee?
tea,
More
definitely
tea?
tea. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, that's good. Winter or summer?
Both. I like the phase where there is a little bit hot as well as like it's transitioning from summer to cold.
Where you at now, by the way?
I am at my place.
Like country and everything and
Yes, I'm
state.
from India.
Oh, oh my God. So it's like, what time is it there? It's like in the
It
evening, right?
is 8 p.m. here.
Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad. Because sometimes I would have calls with colleagues at work and it's already nighttime for them. I'm like, oh man, I'm so sorry.
It's a good time for me. Like between 9 a.m. EST to 12 p.m. EST is good time for me.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's get started. Thank you so much for playing along. I appreciate it. And I just wanted to, I've seen we haven't, like I'm telling everybody, we haven't interacted much, but I do see a lot of your posts where you talk about funnels and about the online world, which is pretty awesome. But
Yeah.
with that said, just tell everybody a little bit about you, and then we'll get into that whole thing.
Yeah. Actually I never I was looking for job in 2018. I was a fresh graduate looking for job. I
Hmm.
did digital marketing. So my goal wasn't like, oh, I want to do a business or I want freedom or etc. Like a lot of money. It was like a job search. I was hopping from one job to another, then found freelancing. It
Hmm.
just clicked for me. I really enjoyed working, and then I started getting more clients. Like it really fit in. like I feel like I really fit in as a freelancer, and I love working with clients because I get to share my ideas and opinions. And
Mm.
uh, it's not like the client is in job. What happens is that you're given a task and then you
Right.
perform a task. But as
Got
a fresh graduate, when I was giving the ideas and I was able to participate in doing things and I could see the result, that's when I realized that freelancing is the way I should pursue freelancing full time.
And I'm so glad you realized that, early on, right? Early on in your search or in your journey.
Yeah.
Because some people eventually realize it,
Mm-hmm.
like this guy. But like finding it early on, that's pretty awesome. You said you took marketing in college, in university?
No, I was an accountancy graduate. My major was accountancy.
Um, that's what
Marketing was
me too. Me too. I was an accountant graduate, and then when I was done, I was like, why? Why did I take
yeah.
that? Wow, that's pretty awesome. Um, I guess before that, what got you interested in accounting? Was it, you were inspired by someone, or everybody's taking accounting, or what was
It's
your story there?
because accounting is something really challenging, and
Hmm.
I felt like I want to try this and I want to see how well I perform in class
Yeah.
11 and 12. So I
Mm.
did really, really well. I scored 80% in 12th, and also in college, I scored really well. I really loved that because it was challenging for me, and math was something that I was really terrified of. But then I really like accountancy. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to do something challenging. So I do
I mean,
accounting.
it works out to have the skill now, right? Because you have to use it in your business.
Yes.
um, so I also do see that you are into the self-growth world and all of that.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about that. Like, what got you into that?
So I think in 2021, I saw a breakthrough. My business grew. And at that time, I had money to invest as well. Like for the first time, I saw a breakthrough. And then when in business, when you are into business, I didn't realize it because I was this person who was just looking for a job, then somehow landed
Mm,
into freelancing because I'm not somebody who wanted to be my own boss and do things on my own, because I think that job is also great because you get to learn from those who are ahead of you. You get
right.
a team, you get resources. Something I still feel that I have missed out on something, but it didn't work out for me. And whatever worked out for me, I just made it happen by the will of God. So I realized that it really requires a lot of, I mean, you need to do a lot of work mentally, like
Yeah.
mindset, etc.
Yeah.
So I really struggled in my initial years because I didn't have the mindset.
Mm,
I didn't know that mindset is something really, really crucial. So that's why I think in 2021, at the end of 20, because when you pivot in any profession, you come across a lot of new things and you feel you want to try a lot of new things. That's
right.
when I got into the self-help.
Wow. Like, what did you start with? Was it like books, or did you, um, started going to courses? Tell us, like, who did you go to in terms of all those things?
I was not familiar with the self-help industry. I was not much familiar with it. Like I was not I would like I used to watch a lot of videos, like inspiring videos and a lot, but I'm not somebody who is like really deep into it.
Uh-huh.
But I'm someone who is always learning, and I watch a lot of
Open-minded.
yeah, I watch a lot of Islamic videos, and I think
Inshallah.
that's enough to get the mindset. I don't need to go elsewhere. Like I'm still
Mm.
not very deep into it because I feel like I have everything that I know. I think it's a wrong to claim that I think I know enough for now. Like for my age, like I don't want to go really really deep into it at the moment.
Mm.
But yeah, I came across it through videos. I read couple of books as well, and then I took Visionaire in 2021.
Ah, perfect. Yeah.
So I think I watch a lot of Islamic videos, which has built that mindset. I think it's just same, but it just gives you the confirmation that you are
It
doing right.
exactly. And the reputation, repetition of it, like you keep hearing it in different places, and then it confirms and validates. All right, this is what works. This is what I'll go with.
Yeah, that is
And
that.
probably it probably made it also made you realize, oh, this is something that I'm already doing.
Yes, I have also realized a lot of the things that gurus says, which really very similar to the Islamic teaching. So
Oh,
it was
big
a
time.
good
Yeah.
realization. It was a great realization for me that okay, this really matches, and my mindset has changed. Like I'm a different person. Like I believe in my dreams and everything. So yeah, self
What
help
is
really.
what's if you do remember, what's one breakthrough you had while you're in this journey that made you go, whoa, okay? Is there something like that that happened for you while?
Yeah, really happened. I prayed tahajjud and it worked out. Like I never believed that it's gonna happen, but when it happened, I'm like, wow, I I couldn't believe it, and I was sabotaging it. Like when
Mm,
something happens that you like, I have been working really, really hard for this, but still, when it happens, you find it really hard to believe this was happening to
right.
me.
Yeah.
And now I have prepared my mind that this is not a one time event. It's going to happen again and keep on happening in the future, and when it happens
Mm.
again, I need to make best out of it, like not to sabotage that you
So
know
is there something that you tell yourself whenever that feeling comes, or is there something you do in particular that makes you, get through it?
Any ritual or anything.
Yeah, ritual, words. Like whenever the voice comes and says, Babiba, why are you here?
No,
You don't deserve
no,
this.
I don't do any particular ritual, but I'm like, I really this after this event, I started believing that there is something called luck, and there are certain events happen which you can't where you can't use logic. And we
Mm.
don't acknowledge it. A lot of people don't acknowledge it, and that's why they miss out on it, and they are very, very negative. And after this
Mm.
event, I started thinking about the past events, and I realized that there are a lot of good events happen, a lot of great opportunities came that I thought it's just my hard work, and it, of course, that was hard work, but also some opportunities that comes to you and really change your life, and we don't
Yeah.
acknowledge it. And when we acknowledge it, it's good because we are not going to sabotage it or resist it if it comes again in the future.
Oh, that's wow. I like that. So it's like as soon as something good happens, you acknowledge it. You're being present with it. You're
Hmm.
giving it that value. And I think when you acknowledge it, you're also telling your brain, remember this and make it
Yes.
important.
I think you're able to relate to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 100%. No, it's good. Um, I was just reading something about it, and they said, what was that line? It says, in order to remove doubt, sometimes it's the proof that you have that removes your doubt. So it's just
Yeah.
kind of like what you're going through. When you go through a different stage, then the proof comes again and says, "Oh, you've done this before, and it was amazing."
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So what is a big challenge that you went through, if you're comfortable sharing? What is a one big challenge that you went through when you were building your business?
I would say in every stage of business, we go through challenges, and as someone like me who was not prepared, like I didn't get into this thinking that yes, I want to be my boss. I'm doing a business and I need to know all these things. I was
Mhm.
on a journey I'm all by myself. I'm on a journey and I'm figuring things by myself. And there are a lot of things that I come across which is new for me, and I I didn't prepare for it. A lot of
Mm,
challenges. I think in every
yeah.
stages you go through challenges. If your goal is to achieve certain milestone, after you achieve that milestone, you again go through some challenges and
Mm-hmm.
again go through some challenges. So it's very, very constant. But I would say that I think I struggled because I was not prepared. I didn't know that I was
Mm.
not prepared for it. I was this person who was looking for a good job, and then freelancing worked out for me, and I started doing freelancing. I was not somebody who was like prepared, or I had some plans, like I didn't plan everything. So when you plan it and when you're strategic about it, and I think you can avoid a lot of struggles or challenges, certain type of struggles or challenges. Like for me as a freelancer, I constantly relied on referrals. I was not building my social media because
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. I thought like, okay, I'm good at doing Facebook, Google ads. I have a portfolio. I will reach out to people and I will get job. It wasn't like I was building my social media from the beginning because I didn't know that, and it wasn't my plan, you know.
Wow.
So, but I learned it in the journey.
Yeah, the lessons come and it's like, boom, hello, build your
Yeah.
list. You're like, come on, really? Yes, really. Wow, that's pretty awesome. You were doing accounting. Like, how did you even stumble into freelancing? Did you start with Google Ads? Like, what did you start with? And like, what did you?
Okay, it
How
was
did you
an
stumble?
accident. Yeah, it was an accident because when I was a BCom graduate, everybody around you is a fresh BCom graduate.
Hmm.
So you don't have anything different. So I graduated from a very good college in my state where I live
Mm-hmm.
in, Guwahati, in my city, Guwahati.
Mm-hmm.
Although this college was really renowned and only the top performers in 12 get into this, a lot of us struggle, like, because
Of course, that's
we
how it
all are
works.
like become graduate looking for job. So I was looking for job, and I was getting a lot of rejections. Then I realized that maybe I should learn a skill. Then I came across an ad on digital marketing, and I didn't do any research because I was in hurry. I was this 21-year-old who was really ashamed that I don't have a job. I'm unemployed. So I
Mm.
was in hurry. I had some money, which was my scholarship money, around 1,900 to $800, 800 nine
Mhm.
hundred dollars, which is huge for as an Indian.
For the
And
currency,
coming
yeah,
from,
100, yeah.
yeah, and when I come from a tier two city, not like a tier one cities like Bangalore and Delhi. I come from Assam, Guwahati. So for me, I didn't have much access, and
Mhm.
I was like, I was so desperate about getting job. I was like, I'm ready to put everything I have in this course. I didn't do any research.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't do any research. I took admission in that digital marketing course. They taught everything. But after 6 months, it was time to go to interview for jobs and all, but I was not getting good jobs. They didn't help in the job search process. And
Mhm.
coming from the tier two city, there was like the job opportunities were very less as compared to, like, because we don't have like big IT firms, especially at that time. Now that things are
Mm.
changing because of the internet and everything. In 2018, we were not digitally that advanced, so the kind of jobs that I was getting was like, in first internship, after the internship period ended, they asked me to leave because they were merging with another company,
Oh
and
my
they didn't
God.
require me. In the second job I got through Facebook, and I went to the interview, and they interviewed me for the WordPress developer job.
Mhm.
And and when I joined the company, they asked me to do cold calling. Cold calling.
Oh. Woo.
Hey, this is the first time I'm telling you this job. The struggle of job search. I don't. If you look at my profile, you will not see me sharing my struggling. Because I don't share it because I'm thinking like, let me get to a point before I share all this. But yeah, I can share this one because now I'm comfortable.
Alhamdulillah.
So what happened in this job is that they asked me to do cold calling to sell website designing service. But in this job, I met a lot of 22-year, 21-year olds, young people, and I really loved their company. And I thought, like, let me do this job. And I did this job for 2 months, and it was completely a cold calling. Like the call comes in, and you need to convince random people to sell the service.
Oh,
So it was like a
yeah.
was not a job that I wanted to do. I was equipped to do, and none of my teammates survive in that job. Everybody had to resign, and they were asked to
It
leave.
could
And
be
my
harsh. It could be harsh with people hanging up or cursing you out on the phone. Why
yes,
you calling me?
yeah, like the call comes in, the automatic call comes in. I don't know what that system is, and you just need to talk to random people and just sell the service. And one after another, all my teammates were asked to leave, and I was among these two. I think only me and one of my teammates survived till for 60 days. And at the end of the 60 days, I said, I can't do this. I need to leave. Yeah, that
I just wanted to survive the 60 days. I'm out.
again, I didn't give up, of course. Then I got one more job. In that job, they didn't even have the Wi-Fi connection. So I had to connect I had to bring my own laptop. I had to use my own Wi-Fi, and that
Oh my
happened.
God.
Isn't it
They
funny?
didn't have enough budget. Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was like, look, I graduated from such a big college where I wanted to go. I spent all my money, and here I am, completely. I mean, yeah, that was really, really unfortunate. Yeah, and the fourth job, then again, I got one. Then again, after that, I got a freelancing client. One of my while I was in the third job, I got my first freelancing client.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that
Oh,
changed my
can you
life
hear me?
because she was really impressed with my work. And she was so impressed that she wanted to keep me as an employee. But
Oh,
I was looking for a job in advertising agency because that allows me to learn the advertising and marketing scene. So I said that I will be working as a freelancer here. So I was the only one managing her Facebook and Google ads, and I worked with her for 8 months until the COVID happened because it was completely an offline business.
oh
So I learned a
wow.
lot there. Yeah, I got to experience a lot because she had unlimited budget, and I could explore.
Wi-Fi too.
Yeah, you see, after so many struggle, one and the pay was really less, but I was convinced like they were paying me only 4,000 Indian rupees, only 4,000 Indian rupees. But I was like, okay, I will
Mm,
do this because I really want to learn, and I really
and
wanted
grow.
some kind of success. Yeah, some
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
success. And it really gave me the confidence, because all their sales team used to see me, working in her cabin in the AC room, and they used to look at me like that. They were like, okay, this 22-year-old is getting this like celebrity like treatment because she used to treat me like really special. And that gave me that confidence that yes, like after a lot of failures, that gave me confidence that yes, I can do this. And
Mm.
her husband also used to speak to me like they're speaking with a really big expert, and they used to consider
You're like,
my
I can't
idea.
believe, and you're like, I can't believe this. They really trust my judgment.
Yes, because after seeing so many rejections and job hopping, when somebody so big and they're running such a big business and
Mm.
they're talking to a 22-year-old and considering their her ideas and allowing to manage such a big Facebook ad budget and Google ads budget was really
And it and
boosted
it
my
feels
confidence.
yeah, it feels good when someone believes in us. It feels really amazing. Wow, that's pretty cool. So I guess that was like the push you needed, I guess, to realize that, you know what, I have something special.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
And I really enjoyed it, like working with her because oh, she already had a great offer. The business was great, and I was just helping with the ads, and I could reduce her expenses to half. Like if she was spending like
Wow.
$1,000 a month, I could $1,000 for 10 days. I could reduce it to $500 for 10 days, and I was able to give her quality leads. And yeah, it was a great experience working with her.
So what made the reduction? Uh is it
It's
I
because
guess better
yeah,
targeting or
yeah, targeting and using some techniques that can help reducing the cost, like supposedly in Google ads when you remove the negative keywords,
uh-huh.
because there are some negative key. If you say, I did it like in 3 4 years ago, so I don't exactly remember. Sometimes in Google ads there is a option where you can supposedly you people are looking for free UPSC courses. We don't
Okay.
want our ad to be shown in that keyword, in that sentence, free UPSC
Got it.
courses. And
Got
that's
it.
why by removing that we can reduce cost, because somebody searches for free UPSC courses, they are not going to see our ads, or they're not going to click on it. If they click on it, we lose the money, and we they don't have the intention to buy from us. So that's how you can save, like reduce the expenses.
Yeah, awesome. You figured it out. You figured that out for them. So I guess what came after that? Did you like, just finish the project and then just continue to build your business, or
Yeah,
what
after
happened?
that after that I was still looking for a job while doing that, because
Mm.
I was not like I want to do freelancing. I wanted to do job because I thought like job gives you the opportunity to learn. So I got
And
on
it's and,
a
and it's and it's also the mentality, right? It's just kind of like
yeah,
the
yeah.
mentality
I
of
was
the majority of the world. Yeah.
yeah, because I was not like money. I was not like, oh, I need a lot of money, or I want to be my own boss. I just wanted. I felt like in the beginning I should focus on learning. And then
Mm.
I interviewed in a company, and they hired me as an intern, in a temporary role. But I couldn't survive there, and I had to resign within 1.5 months, because I don't want to call it was a corporate um, politics or whatever, but
Yeah.
I was this intern who shared a lot of ideas and really excited. We will do this, we will do that, etc., etc. And my manager was not happy, and they didn't allow me to meet the founder. And they were like always shouting, "You're not good at it." Like they used to they create a scenario where they felt like just because I came to this job, everything just turned worse, and I was made to feel like,
Oh
okay,
my
I am
God.
the problem.
Oh
I was this
wow.
intern, 22-year-old intern, and they were like, okay, you don't understand anything. And for me it was really confusing. In the freelancing they are treating me like a boss. I'm doing such a big things, and here I just need to post there some content and create some content, and they say that I don't understand. It's like a really harassing me mentally,
Mm.
and then after that, after one point, what they did is that they told me that I don't need to do this work. They gave me some kind of other task, like go and collect and I tell you what kind of marketing they were doing. I never wanted to do this kind of marketing. They said, do
Mm-hmm.
write a post write a post and share it to the 10 20 random groups, 30 random groups. And they asked me to create 5 Facebook profile, 5 email Gmail account company, okay, and you share it. And I was like, this is not what I studied.
Oh
You're
my
paying me
God.
like 800
So they have
$900.
no idea. They think this is what works, and they're not listening to someone who knows how to make things work. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So you see, I paid so much of money to learn real marketing, not to like
Hmm.
make a post and share it to random 10 20 hundreds of groups. This is not marketing. And I was like, it didn't feel right for me, although this was a corporate job, a company. But and I was sharing a lot of ideas. I was completely oblivious of the corporate scene, and I was
It
not
can
hired for this
it
job.
can get
I was
like that in
hired as
corporate.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was hired as a robot to do the task, but I was just all excited, sharing, let's do this, let's do that. And that turned really, and you know what happened in the job, they got so pissed off because of me. They took me to a room, closed the door, all these big managers and all are standing and surrounded me, and they were like telling me that you are not best fit for any job because you don't respect the elders.
Oh,
And by this time, it makes me laugh at this time, but oh my god, it was
you
really
should
really hard. And
you should have said because the elders are not listening.
you don't understand, they said, you don't understand anything, and you don't respect elders, you're not going to fit in any job because you don't respect the authority, and etc etc. And I couldn't understand what went wrong. Like, I couldn't comprehend, like, what am I doing wrong? How could an intern cause such a big problem that she is, I was saying,
You should have went along with it and just be like, I'm gonna shut you down. I'm gonna shut you down.
I couldn't comprehend like why it happened. Because imagine you are just an intern, you don't have any power, and they're absolutely pissed off. You know what? In so what they do is that they tell me that prepare the content and get the graphic designer to design the design
Mm.
the cover for the event. So what I did is that one day I forgot to get it done. So what I did is that I used Canva. I said, like, I forgot to get it done by the graphic designer, it's too late, I'll be using Canva, I'll get it done. And they said, we don't use Canva. Canva is not a professional tool. Why you should have, like, they didn't allow
Uh-huh.
me to use Canva. I thought, like, if it's figure it out, like, if I couldn't get it done by the graphic designer, I can figure it out and I can do it myself. I know how to do it on Canva. We don't use Canva. So they started yelling at me, shouting at me. Everybody, like, imagine you are you are
Yeah.
yelled at and shouted on in front of the entire office.
Oh my God.
So I couldn't understand how an intern could cause such a big trouble and could really cause such a big trouble. I didn't understand that. But
I feel
eventually,
I feel like it's all the forces of the world that's trying to tell you you don't belong with that population. We're trying to tell you you don't belong here. You belong with doing your own thing.
yeah, like, it didn't work out. Like, job search didn't work out.
Oh
But
no.
after, so I gave up on that, but I still continued my search. I started preparing for some MCAT so that I can give interview for different job. But at the same time, I got one more freelancing client and I worked with
Mm.
them until the COVID happened. Then again, I enrolled into one course that taught me how to get international client. And see, I'm talking to you.
Ooh,
I
yes.
have, like, after just 1 year of attending this course, I was working with in clients from US, UK, and I made a lot of. I don't want to tell the figure, but I made more than I thought like I would.
Uh,
At that
More than
time.
you can ever do in a regular job. So,
Yes,
right?
yes, definitely.
With nobody shouting at you, telling you you're wrong.
Yes, and they pay me in advance. They accept the terms and condition that there is no return. They give
Right.
me testimonials. They give me referrals. They are from US, UK, and sitting in a tier 2 city doing that. I couldn't even imagine at that time.
Wow. You could be anywhere doing this. That's incredible.
Yeah, that was that. Like, after all this struggle, something
Alhamdulillah.
great happened.
It's that it's just like what I was saying before. You continue to be stubborn, and life continue to be stubborn back. You don't belong here. You're meant to make more. You're meant to do more.
Yeah, that's true. And this is the first time I'm sharing it because I
I
don't do
appreciate you for
a lot
sharing
of
it in this call.
marketing. Yeah, I don't share a lot of this I don't share a lot of my story because I mostly share about the work I do, etc. And as I'm a service provider and provide consultant, work as a consultant as and provide done for you service, I'm not like sharing my story and look at my struggle, etc.
Well,
But yeah,
it's definitely beautiful when someone shares their story because it's like, whoa, there's so many avenues of storytelling. Like storytelling builds businesses, right? Because you could
yeah,
see someone and become so relatable to that individual that it makes you go, I want to work with this person. Like this person went through it. They weren't just given everything. They had to really go through
yeah,
hard work. Or somebody in the other side who is in the same boat as you and sees your story
yeah,
and you give them possibility, which is like
yeah.
incredible, right?
Yeah.
So, stories are powerful, and I
I
really
am like
appreciate you for sharing
I
it.
need to reach no, I'm not ready yet. Like I'm a really big I have this imposter syndrome. Like I'm like, oh, I'm not achieved enough. I haven't done much. It's not a right time to tell my story. But you asked me that question that allowed me to, share it.
And I appreciate you sharing. Always share, because that's like for me, it's just like you never know. Like you never know who your story is going to touch, whether it's a client or a person, or you hear all those stories of someone having the last hope, and then they hear someone's story and it wakes them up. So
Yes,
always
that's
share
true.
your story. I think you should make it part of your marketing to always share
Yeah,
your
yeah.
story.
You probably haven't seen my story. I don't share it at all. Like because I'm like, okay, I'm providing services. Just talk about it. So yeah.
you, with stories like that, like a collective of stories or even an individual story can absolutely break a generational thought. And what I mean by that is, if you have a population that's always thinking about the only way for me to survive is to have a job, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we've been taught, job, like by schools, right? You need to get a job, parents, but you need to get a job, society, in order to survive you need to get a job. And then you have somebody who's like, no, you don't. Look at all this
Yeah,
success, look at
yeah,
all this
that's
money.
true.
You can absolutely change a generation by them just like seeing that, which is incredible, right? Like, oh, whoa, you telling me I have other options?
Yes,
It's
yes.
incredible.
Because
SubhanAllah.
I was hopeless. I thought like I was feeling guilty because I couldn't
Yeah.
support my family. I couldn't do anything. I'm this 21-year old unemployed. I went to a good college. What did I do with that? What did I do with all this? And I thought
Mm.
like, okay, 6 months of no employment, nobody is going to hire me. There is no way out. So I thought like I'm doomed. So I don't say that 9 to 5 is bad or freelancing is good, but what I think is that if something didn't work out for you, it's not like the door is closed, because we are
Ooh.
going to lose a lot of opportunities. Like still, like in this journey as well, I took a lot of bad decision. I lost a lot of opportunities. I think I could do much better, but it's not the end. You know what
Right.
I think?
I
It's
love
not
that.
end. There is hope, and
Right.
we all make bad decision. We all lose opportunities, but the door is not closed. Like there is something that's gonna work out. That's what I
Ooh, I
believe.
like
Like
that.
if job didn't work out, freelancing worked out for me. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome to even just to have that faith. There's a lot of options, which this is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting from you, right? Is given somebody's mindset. There's a lot of options, so explore them.
Mm-hmm.
And to always have the faith that, yes, like no matter like which way you go, something is going to work out, which really takes out a lot of the negativity that someone might feel.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I guess before we close, Just tell everybody, like, what are you doing now, and how could they reach out to you, or like, are you teaching something? Are you coaching? Um,
Yeah, I offer done for you funnel building service and lead generation service currently, as well as I offer consultation.
And what does that mean, done funnels? Because for the average person, they might have a business, but they have no idea how like, what is a done funnel? I know what a funnel is, but what is a done funnel? And I guess, how does it
Okay.
plug to the
Done for
person's
you funnel
business?
is that a lot of the new coaches and consultants struggle with the technical part, writing the copy, tech
Mm-hmm.
integration, designing the entire landing page or sales page, entire sales system, make it
Mm-hmm.
user friendly. They don't know how to use the platform. I can take care of all this so that they can focus on only coaching and teaching and creating
Right.
the product, and I take care of the building the online sales system, building their landing page, building their sales page, building the entire funnel strategy for them, along with the strategy as well as the doing the work for them.
Is it also like along with the ads of like plugging it to the ads so you can get visitors to the funnel as well?
With in the past 2 years, I have worked with the new business owners who doesn't come with a big budget, so ads are not good for. They're not ready for ads because it's expensive. They
I like
should,
that. Wow.
yeah. Ads are good for those who already have a proven product offer that
Uh-huh.
is already selling a lot of testimonials. The offer is really proven, then it's working, and they want to scale it through ads. It's for them. Ads work out for them. But if
Got it.
you not have the proof, if you have not, your offer is pretty new, you do not have any sales or testimonials yet, then ads are not, I mean, you're not ready for ads yet.
So I guess if a person, so what are they ready for? Is it more organic growth?
Go
It
for
helps them get
organic, yes,
organic growth.
organic. They can utilize organic marketing, get few sales, testimonials, understand the market, and based on, and after that they can start running ads. They can build their social media first, get some sales, and then
Yeah.
you should go ahead with ads. With that client, my first client, where I was running ads, they had a lot of budget. The entire system was already set up. The offer was
Got it.
great. Sales team of the product was already selling. Very this product was really demanding, and ads really work for them.
That's
But
That's pretty awesome. I love how you look out for your clients, because some people might say, "Oh yeah, let me create this funnel for you, and you need to pump $500 in ads," and and they're just trying to finish this job and move on. But but for you, you're like, let me look at your situation, and you're looking out for the client. That's very special, and that's really good. I'm so happy you're doing that for your clients. Um, and how can people contact you? Are you gonna give me a link that I could put
yeah,
in the
they
description?
can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, or I have a website as well. They can book a call with me, the babibasultana.com.
Awesome.
Babibasultana
I
is
will get
my,
that. I will get that from you, and we'll post it in the description. Is
that would
there
be
anything you want to close with, to tell our audience? Is there anything that can, I guess, give them some motivation?
Yeah, I would say that don't get into business looking at, but don't buy the lifestyle that people are saying that, oh, side hustle, passive income, it's easy. Thankfully, I didn't get into it like because of that, but I had completely another journey. Otherwise, I would have given up because it's challenging. It's rewarding, but it's challenging. I would say that don't buy lifestyle. Don't think that okay, they have this lifestyle and so I need to buy their course because I can get their lifestyle. No, it's
Hmm.
don't get into it. Active income before passive income. Build the active income, not don't think about I need 10 passive income sources. One business can make you $10,000 a month. You don't need 10 business to make $1,000 a month. No.
Ooh, I like that.
Thirdly, always take support. Don't get into this idea of self-made. Kylie Jenner says she's self-made. You don't have to buy those ideas. She's not self-made. She has an entire
I
team
agree.
helping. But a lot of the women would say, "Oh, I am self-made. I don't need I have nobody supported me, or I don't need support, etc., etc." If you get support, take support and acknowledge it, because if you want to go far, you will need support. that I would say. Third thing, because a lot of the people love to say that they're self-made, they don't need anybody, etc. And because if you want to go far, if you have great support, somebody to lean on to, it's great, and acknowledge that and keep that. So these three things, I would say, I can think a lot because it was like I learned it through this journey.
That's beautiful.
I've been working from home, so a lot of time to think. So yeah, these three things I would say. Thirdly, fourthly, I would say work hard. Also, uh, believe in your dreams and then strategically work towards it.
I like that. I appreciate you sharing that with us. And, these are not advices from a book she read or whatever. This is personal experience and with transparency. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing. It's a pleasure to hear about your journey, to hear your story. And I really hope, what we did here today can inspire other people to really give themselves a chance to see the avenues, to see the options, and not be afraid to work hard and go for your dreams. So thank you so much
Absolutely.
for tuning in, everybody. Assalamu alaikum.